Well, we are at that point. We do have a problem. There's more of that today around taxation reform and the like. I mean, the ideal world, of course, would be, I'm certain you would agree, someone like John Howard coming out with a massive tax reform plan like a GST and actually taking it to an election and trying to advocate for it and win the argument.
Yep, absolutely. And when John Howard did that, the major parties shared about 80% of the primary vote. At the last election, it was 68. The rise and proliferation of minor parties and independents is making policy reform very difficult. And what we need, I think, at the parliamentary level is cultural reform. The hyper-partisanship, at least on some matters, has to come to an end. Otherwise, we'll never do anything in the reform sense.
That is a very fair big picture point, but it doesn't get to the day-to-day contest of this election campaign. No. Given you're a Labor man, I thought I'd better show you one of Peter Dutton's lowlights from last night. This is when he had to admit his error over the Russia-Indonesia issue. Have a look.
Do you admit you got that wrong?
Well, David, the reference I was making shouldn't have been to the President. It was in relation to sources from the Prabowo government.
So was that a mistake?
It was a mistake.
He admitted the mistake. He should move on. But Labor's been going hard on that all day too.
Well, as they will in modern politics, Chris. You and I both know that. But Peter's mistake, and he's recognised it and admitted to it, is symptomatic of someone who, is slipping in the campaign, and you'll start to grab onto anything and everything that might change the momentum for you. So an understandable mistake, but a bad one nonetheless.
Just very quickly, it's been a lacklustre campaign. I think we all agree on that. Going into the Easter break now, it's going to really hamper the efforts of both sides to really capture everyone's imagination.
Yeah, the electorate will go further to sleep. They've been disengaged for the whole of the campaign, and they're not going to engage over that period. So there'll be a sort of 1 week in the final run, which provides an opportunity to get their attention. Look, I think you can be pretty sure about one thing now, or two things. I don't believe Peter can secure a majority. I no longer think he can secure more seats than Anthony Albanese. But I'm still not convinced that Albo has or is well positioned still to secure 76 votes or more. So I still believe it's hard to call, and 2 weeks is an eternity in politics. But I sadly believe that we are still heading for a hung parliament.
Yeah, that's your position at the moment. Still heading for a hung parliament and minority government. We shall see. Have a good Easter, Joel. We'll catch up with you next week.